Hi, I'm Joe Freeman. This is Mike Richman. We're at the Oregonian and OregonLive. Another round of Lillard time. A return to form performance by Nurkic led to sweet number 13 for the Blazers Thursday night, where they beat the Los Angeles Lakers 113 to 110. It was their 13th consecutive win over your hated Lakers. Blazers got off to a hot start, got up by 18, and then leaky defense and suspect offense pretty much squandered it all, and the Lakers took control of the game. But finally, another good performance by Nurkic, who has been scuffling for the better part of the first 2 weeks of the season, saved the Blazers on a night that they really needed the production from him. He had 2 big buckets during a stretch when the Blazers were down 5 in the fourth quarter, and then had a nice assist to CJ McCollum, who gave the Blazers a lead on a 3-pointer, and then it was a whole lot of Damian Lillard down the stretch.
You know what time it is. The Blazers have had some troubles in the clutch lately, mostly just turning the ball over and just general miscues and missed shots and whatever you want to call it. But tonight, Dame delivered like he's done 6-7 times before in his career. With the game tied at 110, he dribbled into what was maybe a drive for half a second before stepping back into a 3-pointer, hit it right over Brandon Ingram's face with 0.7 seconds left. And that was
same play from last night in which he decided to drive. Tonight he decided to step back 3. It worked.
Terry Stotts joked that he called the same play. It always looks better when it goes in, though. Instead of a block shot and an overtime loss, this time Dame and the Blazers delivered. He was really good in the fourth quarter. He finished with 32 points, and eight of those came in the fourth quarter, including that game winner with 0.7 seconds left. The Blazers, you know, they still don't have that sort of signature win over a good team, but they needed a win like this over at least a decent and competitive Laker team to kind of put themselves in the right direction and to be able to enjoy it, and I think that was the big takeaway.
Yeah, and Damian Lillard will obviously generate the highlights tonight because of his game winner in his big fourth quarter, but it really was a more important performance in the grand scheme of things in the long run by Nurkic, who had season-high 28 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and looked a lot more like the dominant player that we saw last year when he arrived after the All-Star break. He had kind of talked about in the post-game locker room a little bit of being, you know, frustrated, and Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum making a point to try to make him have fun again. And it looked like he had a lot of fun tonight. Now, his defense was a little shaky. Brook Lopez had a big night on him, but we'll take baby steps right now from a guy who was among the league leaders in shots missed at the rim and was kind of, I wouldn't say a head case, but certainly not the confident, bombastic player that we saw last year. So, you know, a big night from him, big shot from Dame, made up for what was Blazers lacking Al-Farouq Aminu, who I guess you could elaborate on where he was tonight.
Al-Farouq Aminu, who sprained his ankle pretty badly last night against the Utah Jazz. The Blazers announced today he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks. That's going to either make it, if it's 2 weeks, it's about 6 games. If 3 weeks, it's 11 games, and you have to rejoin the Blazers during a long road trip over the week of Thanksgiving. Probably wish it was 6. He's an important part of what they do. But without Aminu, Noah Vonleh got the start. It's pretty safe to assume that that's going to be what Terry Stotts goes with over the next 2-3 weeks. But we saw everybody. Caleb Swanigan played, but Zach Collins played before Swanigan even started the second half after some foul trouble. So the Blazers have options at power forward, but none of them as effective as Aminu.
Next up, Oklahoma City on Sunday, the start of a tough 2-game stretch where they also will face the Memphis Grizzlies. We'll talk to you Sunday night.